My beloved, a big change has happened that you can't see but that everyone else can see. I want you to just rest now. In fact, everyone in the big group knew who you really were, my child. It wasn't a whispered doubt. It was a firm, deliberate remark. The truth was set in stone, not just an idea. Everything started to move after that. Have you recently sensed a soft hum of change around you, my dear? A deep knowing in your soul that doesn't make you afraid and only gives you hope for a big reveal. You're not making this up. This is how things are lined up. In everything there is an echo of my word. Dearest, maybe you're still waiting for a clear sign from me. You should know that I've already moved. While I was listening to your quiet cry, I started to answer, a longing that you couldn't even describe. You are special not because you are perfect, but because you kept going when most people would have given up, picked love over anger, and kept asking even when it seemed like no one could answer. The unknown group has now spoken. Your name was called out, your place was set, and the flow of divine favor has started to change things so that what was held back will now come quickly and clearly. Be brave and cool as you move forward. Talk about the small steps of hope you're given. Let go of the things that people told you to let go of, and listen to the quiet tips in your heart. You are not being tested with these calls. You should expect a repair that does more than just replace. People are going to come to you because you are honest. Chances will come your way and doors will open that you have never seen before. You won't have to show the world who you are. Show proof with your life. Always remember that you were made for this moment when doubt comes back. If fear speaks to you, just be ready to take a step as you are. This time of year wants us to give up more and strive less. The magic happens when you let grace work through the choices you yield. Be kind and strong, and watch how the everyday places in your life turn into stages for amazing forgiveness, help, and service. We didn't waste the long wait. It has been a holy process to get ready, and now the rebuilding starts. Something quiet is building up around you. Now, an unseen orchestra has been putting together every little thing in your life that you haven't been paying attention to. You were just getting ready for what seemed like the end of your story, late nights, missed chances, or closed doors. Each test made you stronger, and each time you had to wait taught you something new and made your heart kinder. So when your time came, you could handle it with clarity and kindness. People in the unknown realms got together, not because you were perfect, but because you were dependable enough to rise again and again. They saw how you chose to be kind instead of angry. How did you not let failure make you who you are? How you kept looking for the truth even when no one would answer. What I put deep inside you wasn't something delicate. It wasn't just surface level. It wasn't just a phase. It felt like it could last forever. And now it starts to wake up. Have you ever thought about why some doors just won't budge, no matter how much you ask them to open? Or why it seemed like others were moving ahead effortlessly while you felt stuck? This wasn't about punishment. It was all about keeping things safe. I wasn't keeping your call from you. I was just looking out for you, making sure nothing could weaken its power before the right moment came. It's totally normal to feel like you're lagging a bit, but honestly, you're right where you're supposed to be. When the unseen world calls, our human sense of timing just doesn't matter. You've always felt like you stood out, haven't you, my dear? Maybe it's that feeling of not quite fitting in, being overly aware, diving too deep, or just feeling things a bit too intensely. But listen to this truth, my dear. Your spirit was always just right. Actually, you were meant for something much more profound than what meets the eye. You weren't meant to just blend in. You've been picked to make a difference in what's already out there. This is why those quiet moments in your life have felt so significant. It's not neglect, it's a deep respect. The hidden worlds were just waiting, holding their breath. So, you can be all set to showcase what you were meant to offer. My dear, what's coming up is going to change your life in a big way. And it's also going to show you why your journey has been so closely looked after. And this is just the beginning. You've been sending me quiet questions in the dark, my dear. Things you were too scared to say out loud. Why am I the one? What's the reason for choosing this particular path? Why does it hurt so much when I try to keep up with you? I didn't quite get you. I just let those questions flow in. Your questions don't bother me at all. I'm the source of that deep spirit inside you that drives your quest for understanding. I get that you might view your questions as uncertainty, but I see them as a genuine search for answers. I never pull away from a spirit that longs for me, even if it stumbles, even if it feels sad, even if it mourns the silence. My quiet times have always been close to me, never really far away. They've been placed there on purpose. You really needed to see what others missed. I really wanted your spirit to stay gentle in a world that often makes it tough. I really needed that deep longing within you to stand out from all the chaos surrounding you. That's when you'll be ready to hear what I want to share with you. Do you understand what your purpose means when it's talked about in the gathering? The big changes you're experiencing in your life right now aren't the end of the road. They're just the start of something truly amazing unfolding. Absolutely, a revelation. I'm not just putting things together for you. I'm getting ready to dive into your essence. And that totally changes the game. And recently, you've noticed it starting to come alive. There are moments when it feels like restlessness. Other times it's sadness. Sometimes it's this intense passion. And then there are those quiet moments filled with joyful wonder. But it's really the same deep truth, and I'm bringing it to the forefront now. You might have felt like your true self was lost in the shuffle. You thought I was being biased and that you were left out of that favoritism. But my child, you've been the one kept safe, not overlooked or passed by, the one who's been looked after with care. I only bring forward what's truly ready to handle its purpose. When the big meeting up in the heavens came to a conclusion and all of eternity chimed in together, they didn't just hand out a blessing. They kicked off a perfect moment. This particular moment carries way more significance than any lucky break you've ever hoped for. This truth was kept from you. I wasn't just sitting around looking for a simple way in. I wasn't just getting a scene ready. The gathering in the unseen realms happened not because you were perfect, my child, but because you chose to allow it. So, the unseen assembly has finally spoken up. Your name has been called. Your spot is ready. And it feels like the universe is shifting things around so that what you've been waiting for is finally on its way, clear and fast. Keep pushing ahead with a steady and brave heart. Share the little faith steps that come your way. Let go of what you've been told to release and listen to those gentle nudges from your spirit. These are invitations, not tests, you know. Look forward to a restoration that goes beyond just replacing things. It's about lifting them up to a whole new level. People are going to come your way. You'll find that opportunities start to pop up around your integrity, and suddenly, doors you never even knew were there will swing wide open for you. There's no need for you to prove anything to the world. Let your life show the proof. Whenever doubt creeps back in, just focus on the solid truth that you were made for this moment. When fear starts to whisper, just be ready to take that step as you are. This season is all about letting go and embracing what comes your way. It's amazing how grace can really shine when you let it guide your choices. Stand gently, stand firmly, and see how the everyday spots in your life turn into stages for amazing moments of reconciliation, kindness, and service. The wait has definitely been worth it. It's been a special time of getting ready, and now the renewal is starting. Hey, you know what? There's this subtle energy starting to gather around you right now. A hidden arrangement that's been subtly putting together all the little things in your life that often go unnoticed. Those late nights, missed chances, and closed doors, they're not the end of your story. Instead, they're just part of the patient work that gets you ready for what's next. Every test helped build your resilience, and each season of waiting added wisdom and kindness to your heart. So when your moment finally came, you were ready to embrace it with clarity and compassion. The gathering in the unseen realms didn't come together because you were perfect, but because you kept showing up time after time with your unwavering faith. They saw you pick kindness instead of bitterness. It's all about how you didn't let disappointment take the driver's seat in your life. It's impressive how you kept seeking the truth, even when the answers seemed to hold back. The current is shifting now. Alignment is taking the place of confusion. Favor is stepping in instead of delay. A fresh simplicity is going to start revealing the results of all those little, consistent choices we've been making. You're not being asked to run a marathon here. Come join the confidence of someone who knows the path ahead is clear. Go ahead and say your next small step out loud. Let go of the weight you thought you had to bear. Open your hand and get ready to embrace what the quiet has in store for you. You'll start to notice people in the right places that resonate with what you're looking for. It can happen out of the blue, or it might come softly, but it's always right when it needs to be. When those old doubts creep back in, just remind yourself of how you made it through what you thought would break you. When that little voice of fear starts talking about whether you're ready, just lean into your willingness right now. This season isn't about showing others what you're worth. It's really about embracing the value that's already been declared over you. Your life is going to be a subtle example, not over the top or rushed, but truly impactful. You're here to take care of what's coming to life right now, to promote healing. Let's think about loss in a different way. It's all about demonstrating how perseverance and tenderness can go hand in hand. Go ahead and step forward. Let the kindness that grew in the quiet guide you. The renewal starting here is going to have effects that you can't even imagine. Just take a moment to listen to this. Even before you took your first breath, I had a sense of your heart's shape and the path you were meant to follow. Every step you've taken, every stumble, and every time you've gotten back up has been seen, noted, and celebrated up there in the heavens. A big change is already happening for you, even if you can't see it with your eyes. You can definitely feel it in those quiet corners of your soul. What you've been feeling, restless longing, sorrow, or that odd sense of preparation, is just destiny starting to make its way to you. Don't confuse delays with being absent. Closed doors aren't about punishment. They're more like a way to keep your gift safe until the right moment comes along. The challenges that seemed like they were holding you back actually helped to make your story stronger. Every tear you shared turned into a valuable stitch in the fabric of your purpose. You've been chosen not because you're perfect, but because you kept going when others gave up, picked love over bitterness, and kept searching for answers even when it felt like they weren't coming. Think of it as a reminder of what I can achieve with lives that are fully surrendered. Use it as motivation to keep moving ahead. There are still nations to connect with, hearts to mend, and lives to change. You're part of something larger, something everlasting, something sacred. Let me say it again. This viral moment isn't just some random spark. It's a sign, a cue that it's time to embrace who you are meant to be. Hey, I get it. You might feel like you're not quite there, but trust me, you've got what it takes. You might feel a bit insignificant, but I'm really something special within you. I get that you might be feeling scared, but just know that my love is here to help you through it. Speak confidently. Make sure to speak clearly. Love with all your heart. Shine your light, and always remember, it's not about the spotlight. It's all about being faithful. Take care of it wisely. Keep it safe with a little prayer. Let's celebrate it with a sense of humility. And just remember to always come back to me. How about I be the one to guide you along the way? How about I be the one to hold your hand? How about I be the reason that motivates you? Not only will you rise, but you'll also stick around. Those who rise with my spirit do so with a sense of purpose. If you have my support, you also have my protection. People who are around me find a sense of peace. Throughout this journey, I'll always be here for you. I'll be your go-to source. I'll bring you joy. I didn't bring you this far just to walk away now. I didn't raise you just to watch you stumble. I've got you all set up, I've got you covered, and I'll keep supporting you. The upcoming days are sure to bring a mix of excitement and some heaviness too. I'll share that burden with you. I'll head out ahead of you. I'll be right there with you, so you won't have to walk alone. This moment is like a little lesson, a gentle reminder that says, I see you. I've got a sense of who you are. I'm picking you.